Wow. All right. We have a lot to talk about, my friends. Bitcoin has gone vertical. So right now, at the time of recording, Bitcoin is sitting at around $6,800, almost $6,900, and within the last hour, we were almost at $7,000. And all bets are off. I mean, we all expected Bitcoin to hit some sort of resistance, maybe a lot, maybe a little, but some sort of resistance around the $6,000 level. And not just you, not just me, but pretty much all the experts. So all of us expected this, and it didn't happen. I mean, even in our video from 2 days ago, about 20,000 of you watched the video. A lot of people liked it. And by the way, guys, if you're finding value in this video, if you want to support the channel, do me a favor, hit the like button. It's a small thing you can do. It truly does help us grow as a channel. But in our video from 2 days ago, I reminded you that Bitcoin had been steadily increasing for about 4 months straight, uptrend for 4 months with particularly good growth for the past 2 months. And I said what's different about where we were 2 days ago from the past 4 months before that, from 4,000 to 6,000, there wasn't a lot of resistance. So at this price point, although I said, just telling you what works for me, if you want to buy Bitcoin, buy Bitcoin. If you don't want to buy Bitcoin, don't buy Bitcoin. I was very humble in my analysis in this video, but I said be cautious, because what's different now is that Bitcoin is hitting some major resistance, starting at about 6,150, going all the way up to about 6,500, including the 100-week moving average. Well, Bitcoin just blew right by that. So, I mean, this is, in my opinion, is this accumulation? Is this the start of something big? In my opinion, it's going to pull back. But what do I know? If we keep going up, there's some resistance at around 7,200, and then after that, about 8,200. In my opinion, we need to see a pullback. We've been going up too fast now. Something that, let me know what you think in the comments. What's your take on all this? And are you selling at this point? Are you taking profits, expecting a pullback? Are you FOMOing in? Are you buying? Are you just putting some of your portfolio into a stable coin, which isn't Tether? That's what I'm thinking about doing. I'm thinking about taking about 30% of my Bitcoin portfolio and sticking it into a stable coin that's not Tether, and they're just waiting for the pullback. But is that a good idea? You tell me. Now, a possible explanation of what we have going on is that this could be a short squeeze. And it looks like it too with this vertical movement. So if you don't know what a short squeeze is, let's go to my man, Willy, our favorite on-chain analyst, and he tweeted this out about a couple hours ago. Let's go over the mechanics of a short squeeze 101. A short squeeze starts when a price gets to a certain high level and a lot of people then try and short the market. Well, that doesn't work because the whales keep buying up the market, and then those shorts get liquidated. And at liquidation, the short sellers, they have to buy back into the market at that higher price point. Well, after that, a tidal wave of buys cascades through the order book. A chain reaction, the price goes vertical, and what we might see in the coming days, in the coming weeks, we might see a whale payday, where the whales that bought up the market, shepherding the price up, now dump their positions at profit. A blow-off. The price comes down to organic levels, and all this happens without any on-chain activity. It's all an exchange-driven game, and Willy Woo would be the one to know what's going on-chain. So no real investors are buying into that rally. So get your popcorn out. Let's see if the squeeze completes. And he says, he pointed out the same resistance that I pointed out, that the squeeze could end here, could go up to 7,200, could go up to 8,200. And like he said, no real buyers, no real accumulators are buying at these price points. It's the whales driving the market up for an eventual blow-off, with massive profits being taken by those who can control it. Are any of you buying Bitcoin at the $7,000 price point? I'm not. I'm waiting for the pullback. Now, investing is a game that changes money from the hands of the impatient to the patient. So if I decide to, put some of my Bitcoin into a stable coin. Hopefully I can be patient enough. But yeah, that's what's going on, guys. If we have a giant pullback coming, not tomorrow, maybe not even the next day, but in the coming weeks, if we have a giant pullback, will 5,100 hold? It's possible. We have a little bit of support, a little bit of accumulation going on right here, but really what I'm looking for is for 4,200 to hold. I mean, either way, a lot of people are wishing they would have bought in at these lower price points, and you better believe when we eventually do get a pullback, we're probably going to bounce up, hopefully rather fast, and then we'll have a little bit more confirmation of the start of the bull market. Anyways, rambling a little bit, let's get into some news and fundamentals. So this is all Bitcoin related to the, and by the way, guys, I don't know if you watch the Tone Vase or Hyperwave channel, but Tyler Jenks, Mr. Hyperwave, and Leah Wald of Lucid Investments, they just lost a 1 Bitcoin bet. A couple months ago, they bet that Bitcoin would see 1,500 before it sees 6,500, and these two people, who I enjoy watching, just got wrecked. So let's get into the news. So Bitcoin, the Bitcoin network has surpassed 100,000 nodes, new data suggests. So a total number of Bitcoin nodes has exceeded 100,000 and not 10,000 as some people believed. So the confusion over how many nodes, and by the way, the more nodes, the more decentralized Bitcoin is, the greater the network effect, the harder it is to shut down. This is more strength in the network that Bitcoin's not going away. So the confusion over how many nodes are actually in the Bitcoin network is due to incorrect reporting by the mainstream cryptocurrency data platforms, as well as a misunderstanding between listening nodes and full nodes. So a Bitcoin full node, just so you know, is any computer that connects to the Bitcoin network. The most popular Bitcoin nodes run on Bitcoin Core and serve a vital role in the network maintaining consensus. Specifically, a Bitcoin full node makes sure the data follows its prescribed rules, such as controlling the number of Bitcoin blocks or preventing double spending. This is making sure the network is strong. And feel free to read the whole article, but just wanted to report this to you. And anybody can run a node. It's possible that anybody can do it. You can easily figure it out and set it up yourself. But what's interesting, and I'm going to tie this into a couple more. Let's just move into it. For comparison, Bitcoin Cash has only about 1,400 nodes. And I had just refreshed this. It was actually 1,447, and then I refreshed it just a couple minutes ago, and it turned into 1,446. So let's pivot a little bit and talk about active addresses. So active addresses and checking in to see whether they're increasing or decreasing is a great fundamental to kind of give us a sense whether Bitcoin is being adopted and it's growing in popularity and awareness, or whether you and me are the only bag holders. And you'll be happy to know. Check this out. Bitcoin has added 150,000 daily active addresses since April began, so pretty much about a month. And unfortunately, every other major coin has lost active addresses. And, the majority of my portfolio is Bitcoin. And really, well, check this out. So comparing April 1st to May 9th, Bitcoin has had a 21% increase in active addresses. Ethereum is down 12%, Litecoin down 13%, Dash down 30%, Tron down 4%, and EOS pretty much the same. It's down a little bit, but that's really all I have today, guys. I'm going to collect my thoughts, and I think you, me, everybody, we're waiting for the pullback. Of course, Bitcoin, you have no idea how high I can fly. Make sure you check in tomorrow and this coming week when we'll maybe have a little bit more to say on what's going on. Of course, we always share the news with you. And consider yourself lucky that you're interested in Bitcoin and involved in the market at times like this, because most people have no idea what's going on. And how quickly it took from Bitcoin to get from 4,000 to 7,000. Pretty soon, before you know it, maybe end of this year, maybe sometime next year, Bitcoin's going to be at $20,000 again. And at that point, everybody is going to ask the same question. Why is Bitcoin back to where I bought it at? And why isn't it going away? And then they're going to realize that Bitcoin has a lot of room to grow. And when we get into $20,000 Bitcoin, there's going to be a whole lot of FOMO, in my opinion. I mean, regardless how long it takes, I think you can see that the future is bright, especially with, this volatility right here, even though, maybe a lot of it is short squeeze or a little bit of manipulation. This is proof positive that people are interested, people are speculating, and it's only going to get more fun. All right, guys. If you found value in today's video, do me a favor, give it a like, and I'll see you tomorrow.